go.
Welcome to Nika and Nika's brother from another mother. Thanks
That's
for joining
more.
us. That's you.
That's me.
That's you.
The brother.
The brother. It's all about
I'm
you.
the brother, okay? That's
the
my
brother.
name. My name is the brother.
The brother. So today's topic is it's the same day. We ain't trying to trick you guys. It's the same day. I wasn't
Today
changing
we ain't
clothes.
changing.
I wasn't changing clothes. It's just another episode.
I don't have enough outfits to keep up with it.
And the
To
thing
be
is,
honest,
that-
I just
to be
go.
honest,
I gotta go.
that was stressing me out. I gotta go change clothes.
Yeah, I gotta.
Who are we trying to impress? We just want to. It's about the content. It's about what we're talking about, and make
Exactly.
things-
If y'all want to see something nice, just imagine. Use your imagination, okay?
Right.
That's what you can do.
Or subscribe so that we can get more.
Yeah,
Higher.
I can't be going shopping every
Right.
week.
Send me some.
Send some clothes because
Send us some
I don't have
clothes.
time to go to the store. Where do you?
If you wanna sponsor some clothes, we'll shout you out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Then I'll change.
Buy me something. Y'all can send it to me. I got a P.O. box.
Right.
That's how the Instagram girls do.
Right.
They got a P.O. box for gifts.
Right. Now, the topic today, I think I may offend some people, but you know what?
Good, because I do it all the time.
I'm not trying to offend people, but I think sometimes we have to talk about some hard conversations. And you know, I'm big on not making things absolute, right? All people do this, or all these kind of people do this, or so I don't. I don't ever wanna
I'm
do
very
that.
good at doing that.
But I don't like to do that because I know it's not the case for everybody, right? So today's topic is, acting as soloists.
What's a soloist?
So when I think about people who say what they want to say, do what they want to do, without consideration of how it makes the other person feel. They're only
Right.
thinking about their agenda.
Right.
This is what I want to say. This is what I want to do. I'm saying it. And I've had to pause. I don't want to say pause because that seemed. I had to step away from certain relationships because when you tell a person, hey, that didn't feel good when you said that, and they don't, you say it, you would think, okay, they take heed to it, they'd be more careful.
Right.
And then they keep doing the same things like that over and over again. You say to yourself, man, this person is all about their agenda. If you know me, okay, my boundaries, you didn't spend enough time with me. You should say, I know not to say that or do that. And it's just like, when people do that, it makes me feel like you don't care. Because if I'm telling you, when you do these type of things, I don't appreciate it, and you go and do it again, I feel like you don't care. So that's, to me, is a soloist because they're acting being a solo. They're not, understanding that there are other people involved.
Like, we're not meshing together. I'm not trying to. My agenda is what matters, and you're just along for the ride for the most part. But I mean, that also comes with accountability, like being able to understand, like, other people matter too. So many people, really, a lot of people don't see it. Like, they're very self-centered, and you only think about what you want to feel or how you feel about something.
Yeah, and I think, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not saying that I'm this perfect friend that Nika gets it right all the time, but when I step out of line, one, you don't even have to tell me. I'm going to look at your body language. I'm going to see you reposition yourself. Oh, I am so sorry. Did I offend you?
Right.
Your voice changed, even if it's over the phone.
Right.
You know when a person's tone is a shift.
You can't tell over text message, though.
You
can sometimes.
Yes, you can.
Sometimes you can, yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
It's just like, I try to, as best I can, I try to be mindful of that. I'm like, oops, I should have said that. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
That didn't come out the right way. And then I try not to repeat the behavior. But at the same time, if I'm not going to always catch it. So I would want you to tell me if I've done something wrong. So my thing is, I don't feel like some people, they don't pay attention. They say what they want to say.
Right.
And the chips fall where they may. And it's just like, that's because maybe who they are.
I would say it takes a lot of thought. I mean, like I said, people, lazy thinkers a lot of times.
Let me
Are you repositioning?
Let me lean into the mic. 'Cause I'm kind of
there we go.
Kind of like this.
My mic was like in the wrong position for a second, but yes, no, people, they don't want to. It takes energy. It takes energy, and it takes considerable amount of intelligence to even read people. You know, most people just hear conversations, but they're not really hearing it like fully, right?
I can see that, like you said, not that they're doing it consciously, but they feel like entitled to say whatever it is they want to say. Yeah.
You'll get over it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Right.
Not realizing it is.
Yeah.
It's hurtful.
Yeah. Do you encounter that with like your friends or people you work with? Do you encounter that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Being in the car world, I mean, this stuff that we do, we're alone. You know, a lot of times you're in the garage by yourself. If you're building, you know, like a lot of things are done with you. There's not many people that want to go on that journey and the stress. Like nobody wants to even take their car to a regular car shop, let alone like you're going to maybe a performance shop or you got to go get this. Nobody wants to deal with that. So you're on your own. So when you do find people in this world that I'm in, you find people that they want what they want and they don't understand sometimes. I can't be a part of it. Like I have to do for me first, obviously.
Cause I'm a soloist.
I am. But I consider other people's thoughts. I always tell people, like, okay, so earlier I saw CJ today finally, right?
Really? Oh wow.
The first thing CJ said,
resurrected.
Well, I was at his shop. I was at his building.
Oh, so you had to go to him.
Yeah.
Really?
This is the first time I've seen him. So I'm in his paint booth painting, and he comes in. Why are you using me? Why are you using? I'm like,
yeah, but he said, why are you using him?
Yeah, he said, so are you a user? Are you a user? I was like, I'm using you right now. Yep, sure am. Using your building, using your lights, your electricity. Sure am. And then they immediately said, I need you to come to my house and patch a hole in the ceiling. So you want to use me right back?
Yeah,
that's fine.
It has to be an automatic exchange.
It has to be. Yeah. So whatever.
Wow.
It's fair. Fair is fair. I wish he didn't catch me though.
Right, so you went there without letting him know?
Oh yeah, I just showed up.
So you would be a soloist?
Yeah, I ain't telling nothing.
We can act as soloists, but I think there are times that I don't think people do it. Well, some people may do it all the time, but I don't like to feel like.
Is it soloist or is it just some people are selfish?
I just like the name soloist. I wanted to
soloist.
Sophisticated.
It's suave.
Right.
Soloist.
But like you said, it really is selfish.
Sugarcoat, yeah.
But I think again, it really does bother me when you give that, and again I'm gonna preface it again, I don't always get it right. But when you give certain things in relationships with any particular person and you're not getting it back, and I think sometimes you have to accept that people aren't gonna do what you do. And doesn't mean I'm doing it perfect either. But I am the kind of person and friend that if you do something to overstep my boundaries or say something that offends me, I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm. I expect it though. Because I just feel like I'm prepared to tell you when you've done something wrong. So I have that expectation. Not saying that I'm looking forward to it, but I'm just people are going to misstep. Yeah. We're not created perfect. Yeah. So yeah, I expect it. I'm just like, when it happens, I know I don't have to blow up. I don't have to get mad about it. I just need to correct you in that moment. And
it's a hard thing to do, like you said.
I'm good with giving people breaks. I'd be like, we just need a break from this friendship. We just because like I'm like, some people are here, you know what I'm saying? Like life is short. We don't know when it's going, you know what I'm saying? When it's going to be. I don't want, like, is this, like, that's why I usually go think too. I'm like, at the funeral, would you be mad that you didn't repair this? And I'm like, all right, there we go. Let's just repair it, because that's bigger than anything. I don't know who would be in my funeral, but it'd be great.
It'd be what?
It'd be great. Well, my best friend passed away when I was like 20, and his funeral was incredible. It was like a concert.
Well, like you said, when you're young like that,
Yeah.
people don't expect you to die.
So they
And
come
you
out.
had a lot of friends, yeah, because people.
I mean, it was
really
insane.
grieve harder when it's somebody that
Yeah.
dies prematurely, tragically, through an
Yeah, like if
illness
somebody
or
was
what.
like 80 and
Yeah.
passed, I'd be like, yeah, they had a good life.
They had a good life.
Going, like OJ just passed away. I'm like,
I had
Hey.
no feeling. with
you had
that.
none? I was just like,
I don't wish any
well, yeah.
harm on anybody.
I was like, he lived a life. I was like,
76.
76.
He lived a yeah.
And you had prostate cancer? Like, come on. Like, all right.
But that's a cancer that's curable.
Curable. That's what I said. I was
why couldn't
like,
understand.
I
Maybe
was-
you didn't catch it in time. And you
This-
always think celebrities or people with money that they go to the doctor and they do the things that they're supposed
You-
to do. But I'm thinking prostate cancer. People don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had relatives like Dad had
Had it,
prostate
yeah.
cancer, but
Had the surgery.
Surgery. He didn't have that.
no.
No, that's not what he died.
Yeah, so, yeah, I didn't understand. When they say prostate, I said, how did he? Yeah, I
Because
said the
that's the
same
most
thing. I was like-
curable. Because some people, yeah. So I didn't get that at all.
I was like, all right, well, I was like,
It had to-
rest in peace, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times if you have other ailments, and that's why we got to be healthy. You know, yeah, just got to be healthy. Yeah. Just get one life, one body.
One.
But yeah, so again, the correction piece. The other thing is like, you know, for a person like myself who wants to make sure that, and not in a paranoid way, but I want to make sure that I don't offend anybody. So like I say, I don't walk on eggshells, but I'm mindful because
That's what it sounds like.
no, because the thing is, I know you, right? Now I just overstepped the boundary early. I said something I wasn't supposed to say.
We
Guess
gotta
what?
edit.
Guess what? Edit it out. But guess what? I won't say that again. For
Right.
me to keep saying that, and you just tell me not to,
Right.
that would be like, really, Nika?
Mm-hmm.
I done just told you, I don't want you to say that.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. It's out of there.
I mean, yeah.
But I'm just saying that's just an example. But a lot of people don't like to. So people who act as soloists, when you tell them that they're acting as soloists, there's a way to say it to kind of get your point across. People don't like to be corrected.
No.
Let me give you an example. Like last week, you guys know I couldn't come because a friend had he went to the hospital
Right.
through emergency. So we get to emergency. It's 3:00. I guess that's the day shift. They treated us well. I won't even say what hospital we were at, but they treated us well, right?
Day shift.
When the night shift came, it was a party. It was different. It was so different.
TikTok time.
TikTok. Well, I won't say it was TikTok, but it was.
They
ordering
were at some point.
pizza. It was just hanging out. So I went to the nurse who actually the shift changed, and I kind of said to her, I'm like, you haven't come into the room. I'm just trying to understand like what's happening. The day shift was definitely very responsive, and I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know what we should be doing because you haven't really come in. Well, I got other patients, and so this is what she's saying to me. I got other patients, and I'm thinking, you haven't been in here. You didn't even introduce yourself. You didn't communicate nothing. You didn't lay the foundation. You didn't.
I
say
got other
anything.
patients.
She said she got other patients. So for me, I am not a kind of person. If I see you doing something wrong, I got to call you out on it. And I was very professional. And so when she didn't take heed to the first request to be more, hey, and I know you got another patient, but you haven't been in here at all, and you're at the front desk ordering pizza. So clearly you have time. So went to her. She came into the room because I asked her to, because my friend needed pain medicine. Asked her to come in, and I told her, I said, I'm really disappointed that I've had to ask you several times, whatever, right? You know what she says to me? And I kind of laid out everything that we were experiencing. I don't like how you're putting me down. I said, I'm not putting you down. I said, I'm just stating the facts. That's it.
Right.
That's all I'm doing. I say, I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I say, I'm sitting down. You're standing up.
But isn't that the start of gaslighting? When you start to turn it the other way, she turned it back. You're putting me down.
She said you're putting me
Instead of just
down.
saying like, wow, I didn't realize that. I recognized that about myself. Like,
Myron.
I didn't try to do it. It wasn't intentional. No, she threw it back at you.
Instead of
First
saying-
step, gaslight.
Right, because the thing is, she had an opportunity to turn it around and be better.
Yeah. Nope.
And I wasn't yelling. Do you know what she did after that?
What she do?
I'm not standing here. I got to get somebody else to help you. I said, why are you yelling? I said, I am sitting down in a non-threatening position. They don't. But she was acting as a soloist. She was thinking of herself, and she wasn't thinking of her
Of other people.
She wasn't thinking about other people.
But
So let me just finish. So real quick, long story short. So she decided that she didn't want to help me because I was holding her. I said, I'm holding you accountable to do your job. That's it. Well, I'm not standing here. Do you know she got security to sit outside the room until, she got security to just, to sit outside the room
Instead of
as
saying,
if.
I'm sorry, my mistake.
When I say, guys, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming, I was sitting down and she was standing up over me. I was in a non-threatening position. She got the security. And I was thinking, why are they standing outside our door? And then my friend, she was like, because she don't like what you said. She gonna make, like you said, gaslight. She turned it right on me. I'm like, all I was doing.
She made herself the victim for other people now. So now that security guard, she's the victim.
Oh, no, she's the victim.
She's the victim. Escorting, she made herself that victim.
So I did a Google review. And the hospital called me.
Oh, did they?
Oh, because they said your Google review was different. You didn't call the person by name. Because in there I was very professional, and they knew I was a professional too.
Right.
So they said it was different, and I told them what happened. They said it should not have happened. We're going to correct it. Would you give us her name? I said I don't want to get her in trouble. She said, see that right there? That tells us that you are not out to get this. But I said I'm not.
No. Retrain your whole staff on night shift. Retrain everybody across the board.
That's it.
You don't have to single anybody, even though she should be.
But I gave her the name.
Okay, good.
I did.
Because I hate, like, when I'm in a train, I be like, yo, you talk about this person right here. I didn't do any of this, okay? Like, that one, get it.
So I ended up giving the name because she said, well, it'll help. Yes, we would, like you just said, we'll do a whole retraining for the night shift. But she said it would be nice to have her name. And so I gave the name, and she said, well, what do you want? I said, I just want it corrected. I said, all I wanted her to do.
What was her name?
No,
just her first name. I don't need her last name. I just want to, because I want to paint the picture of, like, you tell me, like, just the first name?
Her name was Keisha, not Karen.
There we go. And give me a little bit.
You are so funny, Tanika.
Yeah, that works for me.
But that's,
But like I said, that goes back to not everybody loves their job. She doesn't like that job. A lot of people take jobs money. Because they don't know what they want to do in life.
Don't love it.
Yeah, they don't. This is what paid the bills. Yeah.
Or something.
And everybody else was doing it. Because I remember when I used to hear all these girls going to, like, nursing school. I'm like, you ain't never been a caring person in the world. Right.
Everybody want to go to Ross.
They said in 18 months I could be making in 12 months I could be making $50,000 a year. They said.
So that was sad. Like I said, because I felt like, again, she's not considering. Here I am just trying to support and advocate for my friend, and if I wasn't there, it's just one of those things where I think we should be able to receive correction.
Correction has to start way earlier than adulthood, though, because you're not going to be comfortable with it in your 30s if you never had it as a child.
Or maybe if you had it too much.
You really?
Oh yeah, sometimes when you have it too much.
Overcorrection?
Overcorrection. It's just, you may have, a parent that was always correcting you. Maybe. Yeah. No,
I believe you gotta allow your kids to make mistakes. Some things they gotta go through, and some things you can protect them from, but you can't protect them from everything, and you shouldn't.
You can't.
Just protect them from the things that are gonna hurt them physically. Do that. The things that are gonna teach them a lesson, let the lesson be taught. Yeah. It's gonna hurt you a little bit, but it's gonna go further. Yeah. So.
But back to the soloist, like I said, I think the thing for me is just people. If you know a person for an extended period of time, if you don't know who they are, if you really don't know them, and you don't know what buttons not to push, it's just like...
How do you navigate?
How do you navigate the relationship? It's just like, why be in relationship with someone that's not paying attention? and you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, it's just like, what's the point? If I gotta always correct you each time, that ain't fun. Because now it's you nitpicking. You just too sensitive. That's what it end up turning out being. But it's just like, what do you do with that?
That sounds like somebody that isn't equally yoked with you, though. Like, if you're keeping having to do that, then they're just not. They're not. I don't even know what you would like about that person. Why do you keep going back to it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I placed some distance. In this particular case, I did. Yeah. I had to place some distance because the person wasn't even aware. And the fact that I am not even talking to them anymore is not even like, let me call and see what happened. For a person not to even see, because that usually I'm telling the person, hey, you offended me. Yeah. Hey, you said this. Maybe you didn't know you said it, but you get tired of saying that. So my thing is, if you've seen that there's been a shutdown and you notice that I'm used to being forthcoming, and you don't call and say, hey, what happened? That shows me that where our friendship was, we didn't have one. I can forgive. So there's forgiveness and reconciliation, and there's just forgiveness without reconciliation. So I don't think forgiveness always requires me to reconcile with somebody. I just don't. I forgive you for my sake, for my peace and my sanity. Like, I'm not holding anything against you. Like, if I see you out, like, it ain't on site or nothing like that. Gosh. I just don't have to deal with you. Right. Like, what you say? It ain't on site.
It ain't on site. I'm not about to do nothing to you. You ain't got to worry about it. Let's just go our separate ways peacefully.
I'm gonna congratulate you. I'm gonna be happy for you. I'm gonna cheer you on. But I think some relationships just reach a season. I just feel like that season is over, and I want the best for the person. But I just feel like I don't want to have to constantly tell you. And it wasn't just that one little thing that was just it was just a multiple things. It's just a build up. It's like, man, this person doesn't get it. They're acting as soloists and not really taking into account, man, let me check. There's no real internal meter to say, ooh, I
need to do better.
No. People don't self-check themselves. They don't. They never self.
No, there's no reflection.
But it needs to be, though.
That has to be taught. That's another thing. Like, just like how in schools, like, everybody learns differently, right? Yeah. I don't know, like, what they do now. Obviously, I'm not in school. But back in the day, they didn't take the time out to figure out how this person learns versus how this person learns. We're all just in there. Throw the information at them. Whoever catches it, catches it. But the same thing. You have to learn how you learn, too. Like, even as an adult, I've learned more about myself and how to teach myself things than a teacher could ever have taught me. I can teach myself whatever I want right now, I believe. I don't believe I have a problem with anything.
Right, because it's intentional. It's what you want to learn. It's
like right now. But yeah, exactly. And as a kid, how do you make a kid understand, like, hey, one day you're going to need to pay this bill. You need to make some money. You need to figure out how to navigate life, all that. You can't tell that to a kid.
No, because they're not there.
They ain't there yet.
They don't have the brain space for it.
We really do need like a time machine to where we could just like, hey, look, we're going to fast forward. Like, this is based on who you are right now. This is what it could be, and this is what it might be.
Yeah.
Like your foot feels better?
I guess because I'm hanging it down, it needs to be elevated. Because right here, this feels good.
Really?
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing. Oh, it does have a recliner on there.
And I gave it. These are my chairs.
These are your these are my oh shit.
But if I do that, will it?
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, will it
oh, will it recline in the back? Right, oh, or knock this green screen down?
There you go.
Oh, you didn't even know what you bought.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about this. How's it gonna look on screen? It's gonna look crazy. Okay, it doesn't matter.
At least you don't have holes in your socks.
You don't know, right?
It wasn't even me that I was talking about.
About what?
I was talking about this girl that was on the other podcast. She had holes in her socks.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Julius, man. I don't know where he'd be finding.
Did you guys
record this week? No, I was sick. I didn't feel. Right. I wasn't even sick. I think it was just fatigue. Like your body will tell you, sit down. Yeah. So Tuesday I came home and I I worked on the AC lines, and then I did brakes, and I did rotor. I did brakes and rotors at 9:00 at night because the people at AutoZone didn't think I could do it in a half an hour. I was like, I can do my brakes and rotors in a half an hour. So, but after that, I was tired. You tired?
I am so
It's because it's been raining for 2 days.
And I think
It's
that's
perfect
what
sleep weather.
This right here is it drains me.
Oh yeah.
Having a
Oh, you having an ache? Oh yeah.
having an ache. It's just
Because you want to just
draining.
relax.
It's draining.
Because you know tomorrow when you wake up, it'll be somewhat better. Every day you go to sleep, you're gonna wake up. It's better. There's gonna be improvement.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
So yeah. So I guess I'm just I needed to have this conversation for myself because the friend that I had to take a step back from. I'm not saying I'm not hurt about it because I am, and I'm not saying that I would never. I never say never, but.
You just need some time.
Yeah,
time to grow, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like it would have to be different because it can't be this soloist mindset, and I don't want to have to. Again, like I said, if you spend enough time with somebody, you spend enough time with me. You know what I don't like, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You know what I better not do that to my sister. I can't say that, and I can't do that. You already know. Now whether or not you abide by it, whether you abide by it,
yeah. That's up to me.
That's up to you.
But that determines how much of the relationship I want to keep with you.
Yes.
So if I value the relationship, I'm like, all right, no, this, you know, these are the boundaries. But usually I'm pretty, I don't know. I don't think I have to downplay myself at all.
No.
I'm usually.
But there's only one thing that I told you. We're about to go on this cruise. And I told you one thing, but you ain't got to sit up. There's one thing you can't do. And if you did, that would.
No,
it would damage the relationship.
No, it won't.
Oh, it would. It would. It would.
Nika,
it would damage our relationship because I'm asking you to do something.
Because you're asking me,
and it's a business trip.
It's not a business.
And I told you to go with me. I did. I could have asked anybody.
Oh God!
I could have.
I could have asked anybody. Well, you chose to ask me because I'm fun.
Not only that, it's just that you have an agenda too. You have your podcast, and I feel like you want to promote stuff. And I feel like it's an opportunity for you to promote, what you're doing too. So again,
you have a boundary. Nika won't let me bring edibles on the on the cruise, so I can go out there and look at the beautiful ocean and all of God's glory and everything He created.
You don't even believe in God. What are you talking about?
Well, whoever He is. I believe in somebody had to create something.
Yeah, God.
Okay, that's that person then. He created the edibles too.
You definitely need Jesus. All seriousness, you do.
I thought about going. We should go to church.
Yeah,
you want to try that church? Oh no, we're not going on no boat.
No, but they have a service, which is nice. It's really nice. Kirk Franklin's going to be there, so yes, yeah.
Kirk Franklin's going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just didn't grow up. Dad didn't.
We did go to church.
Yeah, did.
Yeah, they give me like 70, a couple quarters, 35 cents to put in the collection plate. I didn't understand why I was doing it, but they told me to put this in there.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know.
So people,
I never say never, but I just feel like people need to be mindful. If you're in a relationship with people, I guess the moral of the story is if you're in a relationship with someone, you gotta consider the person. I'm not saying you gotta just,
but that would mean
yourself.
But that would mean you would have to understand that you could be wrong in a situation. Once again, other things that people don't get.
Yeah,
I could be wrong about this.
Yes, you could.
No, because I have to be right about everything. Because if I'm not right about everything, then that makes me a lesser of a person. So yeah, but I'm not that person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I
love being wrong. It gives me a chance to learn something. I'm not wrong a lot though. So there's that.
And see, that's why, because you're not in a relationship. When you get in relationships, I think you are wrong. You find yourself,
always right.
No, find yourself that you can be wrong sometimes too. But if you just a soloist,
correct.
If you are a soloist,
everything's right in my life.
Yes, everything's right in your life. You don't necessarily have anybody else to answer to. It's just like you just
But do you think that everything? But some people don't understand having an irrational thought. I'm like, yes, some of your thoughts are irrational, yes, and can be heard. Some of your thoughts can be irrational. And that's all it is. You just had an irrational thought or idea. Like I was listening to the radio the other day, and there was a guy, they do this thing called War of the Roses. Do you listen to that or anything? Okay. So a guy was cheating, or supposedly he was talking to a woman at work, and they're always like, yeah, you shouldn't be having those conversations. And I'm like, people have conversations at work. People like vent to whoever they can vent to, whether it's a therapist or if it's just the person with the open ears. People vent. Well, that means it's going to lead to this. That doesn't mean that it's going to lead to anything, but they were just so cut and dry about it. Like, it just had to lead to cheating. He wasn't cheating yet, but he's on his way. I'm like, then if you felt that way in a relationship, why couldn't you correct it then? You know, if you felt like you were slipping, in your relationship, wouldn't you just be like, you know what? Let me get back to the drawing board as to like, how did we get here? How do I get back to the good places?
That would require a certain level of maturity. That's why man scouts
would work out.
Man scouts and women scouts.
Man,
that would work out.
Woman scouts. Oh my God!
It's not just me.
And don't let them sell no cookies.
Don't sell no cookies.
Don't even make a cookie.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, like I said, I just feel like we should all be, when you're in a relationship with, just to kind of wrap this up, when you're in a relationship with someone, I really feel like you should be sensitive. Like, I know who you are. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna always get it right, but for the most part, I know where not to go with you. I know that. And not only that, just
I have boundaries.
You do sometimes.
Okay.
Not much. You're pretty easy. But I just feel like we need to be sensitive to the people that are in our lives. We should know them. And in knowing them means that you know where to go and where not to go. Yeah. And sometimes you're going to miss it, but you got to pay attention.
So, yeah, a lot of times people want to know the things that they, instead of asking you about, they want to dig through drawers and stuff. Like, you know, like, do you ever feel like sometimes you could like I feel like I can open up my doors to you. You're going to come in. You're not going to go searching and snooping. Exactly. I'm the same way. I don't want to know the things I don't know about you.
In one spot.
Exactly.
That's it.
But some of these people, you know, they go, exploration time. And I'm like, but you do that instead of digging into the conversation with a person.
Instead of that's a good point.
Exactly.
Instead of asking the question, you rather just sneak around, figure out what you can find,
and then keep it to yourself. And then hide it. Like, why would you do that? Like a little mouse,
soloist. You don't really consider, like, man, I'm doing this. Is this in an invasion of somebody's privacy? Should I be doing it? So there's no abstract thinking about stuff. It's just, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to say. I'm saying it.
It's all me.
It's all me.
It's all me.
And I can't, I'm telling you, if I'm operating like this, Myron and Tamika, I want y'all to tell me. Don't let me be around here acting like a soloist, not considering other people.
You are not considering me on this trip.
Yes.
You are not.
Listen, you don't have to go.
Oh, that is a soloist. You gonna kick me off the boat?
I would not.
You gonna kick me off the boat?
I will take your name.
You gonna kick me off?
They already asked.
What they asked?
My cabin mate, who's coming with you. I didn't give them all your information, your passport. I can say he's not coming now.
Oh my God. All this. Fine.
You got to find another way.
Another way
to
enjoy myself.
Calm yourself down. Whatever it is, if you got some little anxiety. And I'm not, minimizing that, but you got to find another way.
Fine.
Brother from another mother. I love you.
It's okay. There's free alcohol in there, right?
No, you got to get no.
Oh, not free alcohol, right? That's not what I meant to say.
Right, you can buy alcohol.
You can buy alcohol.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for joining us.